Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. That's what they need right there. Force one here. Up to Chin, who throws it down. Minkler, good ball fake, gets to the 10. Count it and the foul. Two buzzer beaters to his credit. Goes down the lane, double pump.
There it is.
Cut! Another! And it's a steal by Soden. Soden to the rim. He's got the layup, and Bedford's got the lead. McGeady drives, Strand open. Three-pointer up and in. Wow. And they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush.
Late guys shoot twos.
Step back, Castro trying to tie the game. Juanena up the sideline, Castic way, double pump. Shot up and in! Up and in! Trying to find Bono. Mike with the steal! Mike is going to run off the clock!
I can hear it.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Windham. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's the Portsmouth Clippers and the Windham Jaguars. Here from Windham High School, late in the regular season. Just a week and a half to go in the schedule, and Portsmouth right now holds the top seed. And with that would come the only bye in the upcoming Division I tournament as well. So the Clippers trying to stay the course under head coach John Mulvey. It's a very young group, but very talented, very athletic, and very explosive. We look forward to seeing Portsmouth here take the floor in a moment. Of course, Windham as well, one of the hotter teams over the last few weeks in Division I. Under head coach Carson DeRozier, they've won 4 straight. They're 8-6, and right now in a 3-way tie for 8th place. A chance to host perhaps a home game in the upcoming tournament.
Yeah, and everybody wants to host a home game, right? It's fun. Get a lot of people out. There's a great gym, a great school to come watch a game. Art, I like that they're building these newer schools with bleachers on both sides, nice seats, fill them up. It's a really big, really nice facility all the way around. And you're right, they're playing well. You got to be concerned tonight about Katrobas, right? He's kind of their floor leader, and a strong kid. Portsmouth, though, is so long, so bouncy. Freshmen, bouncy, bouncy juniors. That's why they're in first place. They're athletic. They play hard. And I don't know. I just think maybe sometimes, though, do you want to buy for the first round? Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you want to keep playing, but I think they're in pretty good shape to get that buy.
All right, when we come back, national anthem, and then the tip-off at the bottom of the hour. Clippers and Jaguars coming up in just a moment. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, there it is, the national anthem. Setting the stage here for tip-off. We're in Windham. We're live here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, with our Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Portsmouth looking to retain the number one seed here, heading down the stretch towards the Division I tournament. About a week and a half remaining in the regular season. And Windham wants to keep the good times rolling as well. They've won 4 straight, hoping to make it 5 in a row tonight.
No better time to do that at home. The day before, most people are off on Monday, so you're kind of excited, right? You don't have to go to school on Monday, although got a big storm coming. Storm coming this weekend, so you got to be ready. I think Portsmouth, though, when you play in the Seacoast, officiating is different. We've seen that. A lot of times they have 3 officials. They're an entirely different game officiated down that area or on that side. So when you come up here to this area, all the different spots that they have to play here, game is very different. So let's see, we have one veteran and one second-year man there reffing tonight. So it should be
a father-son combo, Gary Walsh, Connor Walsh. We saw them back on Tuesday night in Bedford, did a great job there. Portsmouth in their road maroons, going to head left to right in this first half. Windham in the home whites are going to win the tap. And the Jaguars look to strike first. 3 out of the corner, put up right away. It's a miss, and this one rolls out of bounds. And it'll stay at this end. Last touch by Portsmouth.
They are coming out firing. We know they like to shoot threes. Pardon me. Against Memorial, we saw that they kind of, most of their game is taking threes quick.
This one tipped into the backcourt, retrieved by Jack Katrobis, one of 5 seniors, and one of the players to watch tonight for Windham, as you highlighted moments ago in the pregame.
Yeah, he's really strong. Likes to attack the basket.
Here's a pull-up jumper. I want a back iron miss. Pretty good look though for Sam Roy Dulis, the sophomore for Windham. Couldn't connect. We stay scoreless. And now Portsmouth on their first trip. Long 2. That one no good for Isaiah Reese, the junior. Couldn't connect from 16. A good rebound there for Brandon Jacobs. Another strong member of this sophomore class. Katrobis, the senior, for 3. That one too deep. Rebound controlled off the rim by Finn McCauley.
Looks like he's moved.
One of 5 freshmen for Portsmouth on the varsity team.
And I think he's moved into the starting lineup. Earlier in the year, we saw him. He wasn't a starter, but rebounding-wise, moved into that starting lineup and doing well.
Put up a set there that's no good off the glass. And with a minute gone, we're still looking for the first points here. Windham open to strike first. There, a little jab step for Roy Dulis. Settles with the mid-range jumper.
So, I like to see that mid-range, attack the free throw line area, try and get some shots that aren't threes all the time. Maybe they've changed a little bit, 2-3 zone too. So let's see how Portsmouth handles the zone tonight here in Windham.
Expected to see a mix of zone and man tonight from the Jaguars. This one knocked to the ground, loose ball, ends up out of bounds.
Active hands early, you just got to be careful. We've seen so much foul trouble. So early free throw shooting, early in the quarter, the guys get in foul trouble, have to sit down. I don't know how deep the benches are tonight. A lot of illness going around, so you're never too sure who's available. And again, still like to see guys trying to score on the out of bounds underneath the basket. We're not seeing very much of that anymore either.
Here's a 3. Off target, too strong for Anthony Ferrola. Windham going to slow it down after Roy Dulis collects his first rebound. Pull-up jumper, 15-footer. Katrobis can't hit from straight away. Board belongs to Derek Schwartz, one of 2 Schwartz brothers we'll see tonight for Portsmouth. Here's a leaner for the freshman. That one no good from just inside the free throw line. Murphy going to come the other way. Leaves his feet. Wild shot there. High off the window, miss. And already Portsmouth going to pump the brakes here at midcourt. Coach Mulvey on his feet here trying to direct traffic. Reese is double teamed. Skip pass. And now again the reset button hit.
I do like to see the fast pace, but you got to take a better shot on the end. Windham took that kind of out of control shot.
There's a steal in the high post. As Katrobis intercepts the bounce pass and draws a foul, gets a high five from his 7-foot-tall head coach Carson DeRosa.
He is the tallest coach by about 7 or 8 inches probably. At least.
Second-year man, Windham native. Played NCAA basketball. Had Windham the tournament last year as well. Again, Jaguars hoping to host a home game in the upcoming 15-team D1 tournament. 3 off the mark, but you follow your own shot. Good things happen for Tyler Jordan, but This one taken away to the rim, and a foul as a hard landing for Derek Schwartz.
He was trying to throw that one down. Wow.
The freshman does bounce up with a smile on his face as we see a look.
Good block. Got a hand on the ball. A little arm maybe coming down. But up top, it looked pretty good.
Foul on Murphy is his first. One team foul each way. 3 minutes into the game, 2-0 Windham. Portsmouth now on the board after the make there from the freshman Derek Schwartz. One more coming. Portsmouth. Sorry,
no,
Justin.
I was just saying, it's fun to watch the Schwartz play together. We have Schwartz brothers, we have Reese brothers. The younger Reese brothers often, but it's kind of fun to watch the Reese brothers play. Or the Schwartz brothers, play together.
Family affair with Portsmouth for sure. And that includes, of course, at the head coaching position, John Mosley father, Jim, longtime head coach, and championship winning head coach at Portsmouth last decade. All right, here, after the 2-for-2 trip, comes Quatrobis with the game tied at 2. Windham tries to get into rhythm as we approach the midway point first quarter. Jacobs off the pull-up. Line drive miss, and a rebound in traffic belongs to Farola, his second. Another one and done for Windham. Looks for their first lead. Three-pointer on the way, too strong.
Ooh, long three. Strong move.
Took advantage of the turnover. The freshman's first field goal. Sets up a three for Jordan. Off balance there from the corner.
Short. All of their threes right now. Man. You know,
And produce a turnover.
Yeah, I think maybe some kind of lob play. They were thinking about making a lob play happen. It didn't work out.
Murphy.
Ooh, another big rebound.
Gliding attempt won't go. Schwartz the other way for Portsmouth. Coming up in 2 minutes to go. First quarter, nice pass and finish.
Ooh, just eases its way in.
Finn McCauley saw that one hang on the rim.
It did.
Before the ball dropped.
teetered.
First field goal for the freshman. Portsmouth with a 9-4 lead. Jordan off the pull-up. Three-pointer is a back iron miss. Long rebound. Controlled there for Xavier Lampert.
All of their shots so far have been sort of off-balance threes. At least the three, a couple layups here and there attempted, but off-balance threes, fading away. Don't fade away. Straight up and down, everybody. Straight up and down.
Schwartz off the ball fake. Drills the three. No, it's a two.
Stepped over the line.
Foot on the line. So a long two for the freshman. His second field goal. He's been the man in this first quarter with a game-high 6 points. Portsmouth's lead is 7, which is their largest so far as we hit 90 seconds remaining. And a travel is called as Murphy left his feet and then landed.
It's their fourth turnover. Again, got to be careful. Don't leave your feet.
Got a first sub here either way as Portsmouth goes to the bench. I believe this is the sophomore Lucas Dimitric, who I don't believe we've seen yet. Remember the JV team, the sophomore.
Number 3 out there, I have Baloud.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, that makes more sense.
Baloud. On mine, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's Cody Baloud.
Cody Baloud, okay.
The junior. That is accurate. Meanwhile, this one is thrown out of bounds, whipped into the front row.
Some of our turnovers tonight have been sort of vicious, like violent turnovers that go way out of bounds.
A little velocity on that pass.
Oh, man, a couple of them like that.
Final minute here, first quarter.
Still, man, got to get better shots, better-looking shots like that.
Petrobis to Roy Dulis for 2.
That's a good-looking shot, good cut, good pass. Better than a fadeaway 3.
Roy Dulis, 4 points. Portsmouth lead cut to 5. Again, the Jaguars are going to sit in that zone.
Yeah, some of these lob passes, too. They're just going to keep flying out of bounds. You got to dribble, attack the gaps on the zone. Don't over-dribble. We've seen that happen this year, too. A lot of over-dribbling.
Reese ends up below the basket and scores with the right hand.
That was just him deciding, I'm going to go to the basket, I'm going to score.
Found a little crease there on the baseline,
Yeah.
took advantage. 13-6, Portsmouth, 10 seconds to go, first quarter.
You got to lean in a little bit, maybe take the charge, right? Came that baseline, just take the shot and go down.
Petrobis off
Got
the
hit.
pull-up.
Got hit.
No whistle. Rebound Portsmouth. A last-second heave is off the glass from Schwartz, and that'll do it. For the first 8 minutes here in Windham, a good start for the Clippers. The number 1 seed is their goal. And right now, a 7-point lead on the road after 1. Windham looks to respond when we return. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, we welcome you back inside our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. A little bit of a rough spell for us technically in that first quarter. We appreciate you bearing with us as we deal with the ongoing technical difficulties. Hopefully, we're good to go the rest of the way. Meanwhile, this is a blocking foul against Roy Dulis, and that's going to send, I believe, Reese to the line. You can see Reese.
Yeah, he went down hard.
A little hobbled there, but
let's check that.
He's going to step to the free throw line.
Let's see if Roy Dulis got there. We always like to see this. It's a hit or miss, or bang bang play. Not a hit or miss, a bang bang play. Because sometimes it's just they're hard to call, but we always like to see if they get there or not.
Free throw is good for Reese. First trip to the line tonight for the juniors, 6 points.
Got there a little bit. Look, he was close. That was really close.
Reese 2 for 2, and Portsmouth has their largest lead here, 15-6.
Well, Windham's not doing themselves any favors. They're just not making shots, and if they can get better shots around the rim, 15 meters, not that chip away, right? Chip away at the lead. It's not a big lead, but you don't want to fall behind too much and play from behind. People ill.
McCauley's sixth here in the first. The rim. Eventually Murphy sets up a Jordan 3. Back iron miss, loose for Windham. Goes in Windham. Meanwhile, the Jaguars, they've won 4 straight, trying to make it 5 in a row and hoping to capture their 9th win overall.
If they open threes, if those shots go in, and when you're at home, they usually do. If they don't, you got to find different ways to score, which they have. So we made that clear. So dribbling and attacking, cutters, movement on offense. Don't stand and watch guys shoot fadeaway threes. I like the zone, but you can't let the point go.
Portsmouth hoping to put an end to that here.
I like sometimes the skip pass, but you can't lob it.
Reese lost the dribble. Windham hoping to push, but don't have the numbers, and then a travel is called as Griffin Driscoll, the senior guard, dragged the pivot foot there. Driscoll just checked in and commits Windham's 5th turnover of this first half.
You got to get warmed up. Got to warm up.
Portsmouth 4 giveaways of their own, hoping to avoid one here.
Driscoll brings some additional size right now into the paint. McCauley, so long, so many rebounds early.
He's got 6 boards unofficially. Here's the freshman in the high post. Now Reese, the junior, pulls the trigger on the 3. Can't hit from straight away. Murphy has another rebound for Windham, his 4th.
I like utilizing the high post. The high post is wide open. You have to throw the ball there and let him make the decision. Try and find guys that are open to the wing, short corner.
Katrobis finds the cutter, and there's the finish from Roy Dulis.
See, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Roy Dulis with 6. Sophomore having a big first half. The Windham run continues, 8 unanswered here. It's been several minutes since Portsmouth has scored, trying to change that out of the corner, but Ballard
tip ball.
had that shot blocked. This one ends up in the crowd.
It was tipped as well. He can't miss that. That was tipped as well.
Coach Joe Rozier is upset. The officials are going to talk.
He should be. It's Windham ball. It was tipped by Portsmouth. Yep.
And they get it right here as we near the midway point,
call.
second quarter.
Fiery
second-year head coach. Demonstrative on the sideline may have influenced that call.
Yeah, it's sort of a team rebound. I think the younger of the two officials, the son of the two officials, the younger Walsh, got it. He had it, and I think Dad saw it differently from where he was.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Katrobis continuing to penetrate off the dribble. He's got 4 points in this first half, and Windham is back out in front. 10 straight have been scored here, and now another turnover for Portsmouth.
I got to find the lines. Watch the lines.
Ballard had his back foot on the line down by the corner. It's the 5th turnover for the Clippers.
That seems to be a relatively new trend. Guys are trying to get deeper in the corner for threes, and they just step out of bounds. They don't know sometimes you don't know where the lines are. It's almost like they don't.
This one off Murphy's leg.
Ooh, that should have been backcourt. Nobody touched it from
Coach
Portsmouth.
Mulvey is upset. Meanwhile, it's Roy Dulis near the rim, and he is fouled.
Coach Mulvey had the right to be upset. Nobody touched that ball. It should have been a backcourt violation.
Well, either way, a foul here against who? Sanu just checked in. That's Damian Sanu. One of 5 freshmen on the Portsmouth roster, as we highlighted, getting his first minutes tonight. Got Roy Dulis on the wrist. Meanwhile, Roy Dulis, the right-hander, leaves this one short. He's been the high scorer for Windham in this first half with 6 points.
Sanu played quite a bit last time we saw them.
Yes.
He came off the bench.
Played well.
Yeah, did well. Brings a bit of energy off the bench.
1 for 2 trip there for Roy Dulis. And now Jacobs is going to come back into the Windham lineup, one of their better rebounders. Driscoll, some good minutes. He's going to sit. And we head towards 3 minutes to go until halftime. Portsmouth, only 2 points here in the second quarter. Having trouble with this 2-3 zone.
It's just the zone. I'm telling you, teams just don't practice against the zone enough to where they're really efficient.
Wraparound pass and finish from McCauley. Good assist there by Isaiah Reese.
When you have a guy like Reese, though, that can kind of penetrate that zone like he's been doing and get easy baskets that way, you got to keep doing that if you can.
Meanwhile, series of crossovers for Katrobis. Ends up in the corner for Jacobs, and now a bull move and score for Roy Dulis.
That was lower the shoulder, and I'm going to knock you down because you're just not strong enough to stay in front of me.
The sophomore able to lower the shoulder. He's got 9 now, a game high. Windham by 2.
A lot of times, though, Nick, you and I have seen that. That's a charge. Lower the shoulder, charge.
Drive and kick. 3 out of the corner, no. Offensive rebound for Schwartz, yes. Goes high off the glass. Schwartz has carried Portsmouth 8 points, 4 rebounds unofficially. And again, we're tied at 19.
Yeah, he's keeping them in the game right now, kind of not letting Windham get too far ahead. And Windham's right now, screen and roll, pass and cut.
3-pointer Katrobis off the front iron.
McCauley again.
Another rebound from McCauley, is game high 7th. Now the Clippers want the lead as we hit 2 minutes to go until halftime. Derek Schwartz for 3. Can't hit straight away. Murphy the rebound, and he's dragged down and fouled. That's Jacobs on the glass.
Jacobs with a strong rebound and then sort of knocked to the ground. Glad he hung on to it tough.
Just the second team foul against Portsmouth, and the second against Anthony Ferrola. So he's the only player, I believe, either way with 2 fouls.
Yeah, the zone is posing a bit of a problem for Portsmouth right now.
Katrobis off balance, beautiful shot.
Nice, tough shot.
6 points for the senior on the floater. Reese tries to match off the glass, can't do it. Murphy, his 5th rebound, going to keep it himself. A bounce pass for Jacobs. Layup betrays him.
Got to make those. Got to finish those.
And the rebound belongs to Ferrola. Clippers go up the sideline. Inside of a minute and a half to go until the break. Sanu, left-hand dribble, right-hand scooper.
See, you play zone, so that doesn't happen. That's exactly what you don't want to see happen. But in contrast, that's what you want to happen if you're Portsmouth.
Just a great finish as well by Sanu. That's going to lead to a Windham timeout with 1:18 to go until halftime. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis. Look around the state with the Friday Night Lights scoreboard as well. So a lot to get to coming up at the break. Again, Portsmouth, they led by as many as 9 early on in this second quarter. Windham at one point scored 10 straight, and it's been back and forth ever since.
Yeah, and I think Windham must have seen something scouting Portsmouth and said, you know what, let's see if we can make them beat us from outside. I don't think that Portsmouth's game is not really jump shooters and threes. It's not, they may shoot them, but that's not where their strengths are. Their strengths are Reese attacking. Reese may make a few threes because he's a good shooter, but their strength is attacking the glass, getting, kickouts, 15-footers, 10-footers, rebounding, putbacks. They're not just a three-point barrage shooting team, whereas Windham typically likes to shoot a lot of threes. And tonight they haven't shot well from there, but Katrobis has been great with the ball.
And Roy Doulis, 9 points as well, as the majority of his production inside.
Yes.
And now a pick-and-roll situation here. Katrobis, pull up, mid-range J, no, off the front rim.
Those aren't bad shots.
Reese the other way, three-pointer for Sanu, no, this one banked off the glass.
Good tip.
Murphy is sixth rebound. Katrobis for three, stays hot.
That's just home court confidence. Home court confidence. Pull up for a three.
How about 9 points all in this second quarter?
Yeah, he's been good second quarter. More aggressive offensively in the second quarter than he was in the first quarter.
And now Windham has their largest lead of 3. Slices to 1 with Schwartz. A finger roll. He's the first to double figure either way with 10 points.
And again, the zone is designed to eliminate or slow down dribble penetration. That's kind of what the point is. The 2 guards up top have to pinch. You can't allow the offense to dribble through the zone like that, and they've done it multiple times.
Wyndham wants the last shot. We're down to 5 seconds. Murphy straight away, deep three, no good. Rebound, McCauley. And that brings us to the break. It's a 1-point Wyndham lead. Portsmouth, some work to do.
That was a quick quarter, Nick. Really quick quarter.
12-2 on the season, but going to have to do it from behind in the second half. Wyndham, big second quarter. They turned to a 9-point deficit around into a 1-point halftime edge at 24-23.
You got to go back in the locker room, make some adjustments. The adjustments would be, what do we do differently attacking the zone? Right now, the penetration's working, and they're not getting a lot of wide-open threes. They haven't gone in. Don't lob the ball against the zone, ever. And if you're Wyndham, if you make some of those shots they've missed early, they've missed a lot of shots early in the first quarter, make some of those shots. This game could go tight all the way down to the end, but does somebody come out maybe and decide to press a little bit, change it up second half early, just to change maybe the pace a little bit? Because I think Portsmouth would rather play a little faster, and they can't. Right now the zone is slowing them down and not allowing them to kind of get up and down and play fast like they normally would. So adjustments second half. Let's see what they do.
Both coaches, I think, have some tricks up the sleeve for the second half. 1-point game. I think we picked a good one in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week coming up.
Tight like a toiga.
A full recap from that first half. Stats, highlights, analysis, and a busy Friday night as well. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week presented by Wheels Insurance.
Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
24-23, our score at halftime as we get set for the third quarter here at Windham High School. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Well, everybody in Division I chasing Portsmouth with just a week and a half remaining in the regular season. Clippers with a D1 best 12-2 record, a half-game lead over Bedford. But right now, work to do on the road against a hot Windham team seeking their 9th win. A 1-point gap at the break, 24-23.
Yeah, and rightfully so. Portsmouth is long. I understand they're young, but, it doesn't matter anymore at this point when you play this many games. You're essentially a sophomore if you were a freshman. And if you're a freshman or a sophomore, you're a junior. So it doesn't really matter at this point. They've kind of done everything they need to do until they get to the playoffs. Then things might change a little bit. You feel a little butterflies in the stomach. Windham's tough at home. We've seen this before. If they shoot better in the second half, they have a chance to pull off an upset, and that just moves them up in the standings kind of out of that pile in the middle where nobody wants to be. You want a home game. That's important if you can get a home game, because that means you may get a win your first round, but you never know who you're going to play or what the matchup is, because we know this game's all about matchups. The whole thing's about matchups. Some teams just don't match up well against others. So I'm just saying, you know what? We picked a good one. You did. You picked a great game. Should be exciting in the second half because the game is close. They're matched up well tonight, I think.
Other scores from around Division I. South already a big lead over Dover after one quarter, 20-3 in favor of the Purple Panthers there. And Merrimack. Merrimack's doubling up Alvern 14-7 after one as well.
That's so disheartening when you only score 3 points in a quarter. Oh, it's very disheartening.
Good defense by South.
Telling me.
All right, underway here in the third quarter. Windham with the basketball as the team switch ends. Drive and kick, three-pointer, too strong for Jordan out of the corner. Loose ball, though, wrestled away by Murphy. Second try on the way. Three-pointer up and in as Jacobs making Portsmouth pay on the second chance points. Three-pointer is his first from deep. He's got 5.
If I was coaching right now, I would tell Jordan, I would say, hey, don't fade away. Go straight up and down.
Meanwhile, this one turned over. Both teams 5 giveaways in that first half.
Which is not bad. It's actually 5 turnovers. We've seen so many games with so many turnovers. Nice game in terms of turnovers that half.
Windham, meanwhile, their largest lead is on the board at 27-23. As we talked about, the Clippers opened up a 9-point lead early in the second quarter before Windham responded with a 10-0 run. Closing minutes were basically even.
That was a Katrubis run right there for the most part. He did everything in that second quarter run. He did everything.
Had all 9 of his points in that frame. Shares team-high duties with Sam Radulis. Both scored 9 in that first half for Windham.
I think he was looking forward to the matchup with Reese, to be honest. We've seen Reese score a lot of points.
Radulis, a runner, won't go. It's tipped out to Reese. Clipper guard scored 7 points of his own in that first half. Trying to dribble through a crowd, lost the basketball. Ripped away by Radulis. Murphy up the floor. Katrobis for 3. Around the horn, no. And then this one, last touch by Windham's Murphy.
Probably could have called a foul. So sometimes refs will say, you know what, instead of calling a foul, we're just going to say, ball goes the other way. I think that's what happened there.
Yeah, not a whole lot of whistles in that first half.
Nobody
in foul trouble, which is good to see.
Yeah, I like that. We've seen so much foul trouble. A lot of reaching. There's not a lot of reaching going on.
Clippers, meanwhile, the 2-3 zone, that was their key in that first half, going to open up the third quarter in the same look.
I do like, though, ball at the high post. Get the ball at the high post.
Skip pass 3, up and in. It's Anthony Ferrola. Scoreless in that first half, but takes the skip pass and knows what to do with it. Put it right up and in.
And flashing those 3 fingers up, that seems to be the current trend now. When you make a 3, you show everybody you made a 3.
There's a foul on the floor.
Will you do that when you're playing? When you make a 2 or a 3, do you run down the floor and hold up 2? When you hit a 2?
It's been a long time since I've hit a 3.
How about a 2? Or just even a free throw? Do you run down and just hold up a 1?
No.
I'm going to do it. If I was playing again, I would do that. I would make a free throw. I hold up a 1.
2 minutes gone by, third quarter. Windham a 1-point lead. Jordan off his feet,
tricky.
left it short. Follows his own miss, but Schwartz able to take away the pass. Good defensive effort by the freshman, who's going to draw a foul here against Windham.
That on 12, he said? 12, I thought that was.
Yeah, it's Murphy's second.
12. Okay, Murphy.
So Murphy with 2. We saw Farola with 2 fouls in the first half for Portsmouth. So I guess those guys need to tread carefully here with 2 each.
Yeah, a couple fouls. See, there it is. You can't go down, allow that dribbler to go right down the middle.
Windham with a 3-on-3 here. The trailer is Katrobis. Going to slow it down. Drive and kick. Roy Dulis for 3. Good look out of the corner. Can't get it to go.
And it was a really good driving kick.
Schwartz now with a game-high 8 rebounds.
They kind of attack the man like you normally would attack a zone. Katrubis brings guys to him, draws them to him.
Reese for 3.
And you can't let him get going. If he gets going, you're in big trouble.
In double figures after canning that one from the wing. Puts his club back in front by 2. Another lead change here, 3 minutes into the second half. Katrobis looking for the tie. That one rattles in and out. And Farola going to slow this down. Approaching the midway point, third quarter. Clippers by 2 here. Windham going to challenge in the passing lane and knock it free. 2-on-1. Murphy to the rim, up and under.
He made that so difficult.
Can't get it. Offensive rebound, Roy Dulis.
Don't make it so difficult, young fella.
Three-pointer, back iron miss, and a long rebound for Reese. Going to power out of a crowd to the rim, and then it's blocked by Jacobs.
Great block. And Windham got away with a foul on the last steal and the turnover. We saw the turnover, yes, but they got away with a foul. And he came down, and you got to make sure that you just make the layup. Make him foul you. Murphy got too tricky, tried to go underneath, and missed it. Just got to make the layup.
Stays 29-27.
There's a lot of talking. They were concerned about pushing off. And
Schwartz, leaner, got the teardrop.
He's just so athletic.
It's going to lead to a timeout. A dozen now for the freshman, Derek Schwartz. Portsmouth, the 4-point lead here, 31-27. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally by the New Hampshire Tomahawks Showcase and Development for College Lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. Nick Anastas along with Justin Gorham. It's a 27-point performance for Windham tonight. They have slowed down Portsmouth and trail by 4 here at the midway point third quarter. Clippers trying to improve upon their D1 best 12-2 record. Windham trying to stay hot, hoping for their 5th straight victory.
And Windham has to stop allowing the dribble penetration against the zone. That's what the zone, again, is designed to prevent. Dribble penetration too far underneath the basket. They're allowing them to get too close, too far before they stop. Pinch, you got to move your feet. Even though you're playing zone, you still got to move your feet and stay in front of whoever is near you. You can't just let them go and hope that your teammates step up.
Jordan off the ball fake, pull up 15-footer is good.
It's good to see him make a basket. I think he sees the ball go in, and you may see him shoot much better now that he saw the ball go in once.
Meanwhile, good movement here
There it
and a
is.
throw down.
Throw it down. Schwartz.
Derek Schwartz with the tomahawk dunk.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Excellent rotation
Love
there against the zone. Leads to the one-hand jam. 14 for Schwartz, a game high. And now Katrobis is going to draw a foul on the floor.
They want the shot, but he was definitely on the floor.
You're going to get Reese for the reach. That's his first and the second team foul against Portsmouth.
See if Windham tries to score and out of bounds.
Katrobis hands to Roy Dulis. Back to Katrobis. No. Offensive rebound, Roy Dulis. Three-pointer. Jacobs won't go. Farola clears the glass for Portsmouth. Deep three. No. Crashing the glass is
Good
McCauley.
follow.
A game-high 9 rebounds. It's a 6th point with that putback. The lead is 6 for the Clippers.
Fans are not happy. I don't know what they.
Look out.
Tough shot. Oh, no.
A big collision, no
that
whistle.
Is a definitive foul on the cut.
There's
by
a player
Windham.
down for Windham, and then a turnover here by Portsmouth.
You got to call that. He's cutting to the basket. He took a shot from Portsmouth. On the replay, you'll see he makes a cut, and Portsmouth just, boom, hits him. Yeah, that's.
Well, it looked like both players were going for the ball.
Yeah, they were, but
when the collision occurred. The player down, of course, is John Murphy for Windham. And they're going to finally get the youngster to his feet here as he walks off the floor.
Yeah, he's allowed to make that cut and get the ball. You can't hit him like that and try and make that steal, so that's a foul. But, hey, again, bang, bang play. But he got hit pretty hard. That's just been called on that one. But I do believe they'll get it is Wyndham's ball after much to do. It is Wyndham's ball.
Yep. It was turned over by Portsmouth. That brought the whistle. So, Murphy at the end of the bench for now. He's actually got a smile on his face as he speaks with the trainer. So hopefully we'll see him back sooner rather than later. Three-pointer, Katrobis, no. Rebound, Lampert. Clippers get another stop. And now look to build on their 6-point lead here as we head towards 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's getting away from Windham a little bit.
Schwartz for three. That one is off. Jacobs the rebound.
Gonna make that one. Got to get close. Got to hit the rim, right? My no air ball rule was in effect.
Jordan, great crossover.
Ooh, good move. Told you.
Able to split defenders. He's got 4 of his 6 in this third quarter.
He made that one shot. All of a sudden now, confidence, right? Goes to the basket. Nice looking shot. Too much reaching.
Reach in here against Jordan. Got tempted there with the basketball in front of him, but made contact with Reese. Yeah. 2 team fouls now each way. That's the first on Jordan.
Got away with a little bump early, Wyndham did on that play, and then they come back with the reach, so deservedly so. That was a foul.
Extra pass, three-pointer. Lampert out of the corner. Line drive miss. Rebound goes to Driscoll, who just came back on for Windham. Katrobis across the lane. Roy Dulis is mugged.
They're going to get, I'll tell you what,
Left
guys
his
are getting
feet
angry
there and then got hit from both sides.
They're going to call a T probably here in about 5 minutes because guys are getting upset. They're being demonstrative. They're talking. They're complaining on every play. It's the LeBron, raise your hands in the air. I didn't foul anybody. So the officials are not going to be happy, and they're going to call a T here. Any minute I can feel it. I don't know about you, but I can feel it just to calm everybody down and say, hey, listen, stop talking and play.
Radulis in double figures after the free throw. His first point since halftime.
Yeah, Radulis was good in the first half. We've got to get him involved. He needs to be more involved in the offense in the second half.
Back iron miss. Lampert the rebound is third for Portsmouth. Final 90 seconds, third quarter. 1 possession difference. Reese inside out for Rolla. Now back up top is Portsmouth continuing to try and diagnose this zone.
Good
Been
job.
effective tonight for Windham, the 2-3 look.
And good job with the high post.
Reese into the lane is fouled.
Maybe the body. Looked like a lot of ball. Maybe got a little body. Let's take a look on that. I'm sure the Wizard will always shows the scoring replays. Always.
Yeah, Roy Dulis admitting guilt there. Did get a piece of the ball, but,
He did.
but the collision in the lane drew the whistle. So Reese to the free throw line with 1:12 to go. No hesitation. And the rim betrays him. That one goes in and out.
No waiting. You're right. No waiting.
First miss tonight for Reese at the line. He was 2 for 2 in that first half.
Good to see Murphy back in the game after that hard shot.
Yes. Back iron miss, and then Jordan able to snatch away the rebound.
That's rare, 2 misses for Isaiah Reese from the free throw line. Doesn't miss free throws very often.
No. Down to 1 minute, third quarter. Windham potentially can tie the game here down by 3. Roy Dulis in the high post. Katrobis looking for the equalizer, and he does knock the game up at 35.
And it's a tie game. I was wondering if they might decide to take the last shot, but, I mean.
Katrobis was open, pulled the trigger. He's got a dozen, gets his hands on the ball here. Loose in the backcourt and picked up by Jacobs for Windham.
Now maybe you take the last shot. Work that clock a little bit. Take the lead.
30 seconds here. Katrobis throws it away. Derek Schwartz with the steal. 2-on-1. Wants another dunk, and he'll throw it down.
Holy cow, Batman.
The freshman soaring through the air there. His second stuff of the night.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Clippers by 2 inside of 15 seconds, and now Windham is looking for the final shot of the quarter.
Yeah, we said he plays every minute. Right now they're on their knees, though. A little fatigue kicking in.
Petrobis off the ball screen, hands to Roy Dulis, fires a 3, and the sophomore can't quite beat the buzzer. That will do it for the third quarter. It's a 2-point game. Clippers hoping to hold on to their lead atop the D1 standings with a win. Windham hoping to do it from behind and keep their win streak alive. What will happen? We find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, 37-35 as we head to the fourth quarter. Portsmouth looking to protect their 2-point lead and secure their 13th win of the season, hoping to stay atop the D1 standings. Windham at 8-6 overall, entering tonight 4 in a row under their belt, hoping to make it 5 straight. They're going to have to do it from behind here on their home floor in the fourth quarter. Got a push here off the miss and a foul against Derek Schwartz, just his first. And the first team foul here, 13 seconds into the fourth quarter.
I thought that was his second or third.
Nope, just his first.
He jumps well, too. He shouldn't have to push like that. That was a pretty blatant push. Good call.
He's played well tonight, 16 points a game high, also 8 rebounds. Been a balanced effort for Windham, including 11 from Roy Dulis, and a good assist there as he finds Jacobs on the interior pass.
Really good pass. Really good. He's been really good rebounder tonight. The first half he was outstanding, getting easy baskets inside. Those little interior passes for them have been just really good opportunistic plays for them.
We're tied at 37. Several lead changes tonight. Deep 3 off the front iron from Maurice. Offensive rebound. McCauley's game high 10th, but it's taken away. Jordan up the floor. Katrobis has the finish. Another transition basket on the fast break for Windham. They lead by 2, and now a foul here against the Jaguar defense. It's going to slow things up with just over a minute gone by in this fourth quarter. They get Jordan with his second foul.
Yeah, you can't impede the dribbler like that. He's got to be able to get to his space. You can't bump. You get a little bump, and they've been good about letting guys bump a little bit. You can't let those go. That was a good call.
Spin move and mug.
Double foul. 2 guys got him.
Yep. Freshman knocked down there in the double team. On the double team.
He's not
foul is going against who? Roy Dulis?
You could pick
No, it's
one.
Murphy. It's Murphy.
Yeah, just pick one of those 2 guys.
And it's Murphy's third.
But despite the fact that was a foul, it was good help.
Yep.
So it doesn't, you may have fouled him, and there were 2 guys there, but that's good help defense.
First trip to the line in the second half for Schwartz as he continues to work on his game-high point total. 17 now. And he's 3 for 3 at the stripe in the game. Chance to tie the game here. The gym goes quiet. He knocks it down.
This game may come down to the wire. You can kind of feel it. They're getting the matchup so well, just so even, so well matched with each other. It's just, you feel it. You can feel it.
Clippers went up 9 in the first half. That was early in the second quarter. Since then, it's been tight. Windham got back into the game before halftime with a 10-0 run.
Another block shot. Pump fake, Nick. Got a pump fake.
Nearly 2 minutes in, fourth quarter. Clippers want the lead again.
You can't just stand in front of Schwartz or McCauley and try and just shoot a jumper over them like that. They're way too long. Way too long.
Ball screen here, frees up Reese,
Good
and
screen.
knocks down the three.
Good screen.
That's his third from deep. 13 now for Reese. And again, it's the Clippers out in front, 42-39. Trying to tie Jacobs. That one from deep.
Way deep, way deep.
His second from downtown. Strong second half for Jacobs, the sophomore, who has now scored 8 of his 10 since the break.
And Reese is Portsmouth's big three-point threat.
That one won't go, and then a
Another
foul
one.
here is
Another
Roy
hard
Doulis.
shove. Good call. Another hard
Knocked
one.
to the ground there after pulling in his 6th rebound tonight.
Hard shove.
You get a look there, a good box out, and then just a little bit of a push there on the part of Farola. That's his third.
It's a freshman play. Freshman play, right? Go get the ball. Don't worry about the push. Go get the ball.
Now Windham looking to retake the lead. They led by 1 at halftime, by as many as 4 in that third quarter. Kotrobis, wild shot there, won't go. Going to battle for the rebound, and a foul is called.
Yeah, too much complaining again. Too much complaining. Just play basketball.
Got a push here.
So, nobody thinks they foul anymore. That's what's kind of fun. Nobody thinks they foul.
Yeah, it looked like a grab.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, a grab
Definitely.
against McCauley. So
he's got 3?
Yep, that's his third.
Oh, wow.
And that's the Clippers' third team foul, so just 1 left to give.
Shooting free throws. Gotta be
Inside.
careful.
Little face-up game. That won't go from the baseline. The rebound is Sanu. Damian Sanu just came on for Portsmouth. Played well in that first half off the bench.
I was going to say McCauley had to be careful on that. The way he turned and faced, a little, maybe a post move, little pump fake could have got him his 4th foul.
And look out.
Oh.
Jordan with a hard
No,
foul.
you can't swing down like that. No way. Don't stand up. Don't complain. You cannot swing down on that play.
Did get some basketball, but you're right. Kind of a tomahawk chop there.
Yeah, he might have got the ball, but you can't swing down and expect to not get called. You can't do that.
So 3 free throws on the way here
he
for Reese.
He was at the three-point line.
I believe so.
Oh, my goodness. Well, there goes the how many will he make? Will he make all 3?
And Reese misses the first.
He's over 2 in the second half. Over 3, I'm sorry, over 3.
Got that one to go.
There you go. He's pretty much their lone right now three-point threat. Now he can make it. He shot from nearly the volleyball line a couple times, but
that one too strong. Murphy the other way for Windham to the rim, and a blocking foul. Shot no good off the back iron, but again a foul here against Portsmouth is going to send Murphy to the free throw line. We get a look there for Rolla. Yeah.
Still moving.
Good effort, good idea.
Yeah, right idea. That's a tough one though. I've said a million times. Every time I'll say bang bang play. Sometimes it's pretty obvious. The guy will wait there underneath the basket. You'll see it. But when the guy's sliding with you and tries to get in front, most of the time you're not gonna get that call. You have to get there early.
4th foul on Farola.
You also have to make free throws.
Free throw is short there for Murphy. It's his first trip to the line tonight. Meanwhile, Farola, after receiving his 4th foul, will sit.
Oh, that was
Coach
bang,
Mulvey
bang.
goes to the bench, brings in Lampert, who has rebounded the basketball well tonight at the center spot.
Yeah, he's only playing about really 6 consistently right now, too. So you got to be careful.
Murphy
Fouls.
gets the friendly roll on the second attempt. 1 for 2 trip. And guess what? We're tied again at 43.
Yeah, that's my favorite number. 43, my favorite number.
So we head to the midway point, 4th quarter.
I'm not kidding you. That's my jersey number. My favorite number is 43.
There you go. Knocked away and stolen. Murphy able to deflect that entry pass off the bounce.
People say, why is 43 your favorite number?
How about 3?
Bang!
That's the favorite number of Windham's Brandon Jacobs. It's his 3rd from deep. He cans that one from the corner.
Oh, that was a leaping into the front court. I think that's a backcourt violation.
Well, this one is
out.
off the rim.
Look out.
That one not a shot, but a pass. Windham has the basketball. And now Murphy going to pick up the dribble. Hands
Good
to
trap.
Jacobs, avoids the double team.
Yeah, almost.
They're getting rid of it just in time to Kotrobis. We're past the midway point, fourth quarter, inside of 4 minutes to go. Windham looking for a 2-possession lead. Kotrobis high off the glass, can't get it. Reese ends up with it. Portsmouth gets the stop they want. Reese into the front court, down the lane, and a foul.
Stick your hand in there, right? Don't stick your hand in reach. Hands up. They're going to call that every single time. Guy goes to the basket, stick your hand in just like that. Reach, boom, foul.
They get Roy Doulis with his second. So both teams now up against the limit. 4 team fouls each way for the final 3 minutes and 42 seconds.
So much complaining today, Nick. It's incredible.
Reese knocks it down. Well, it's been a physical game, as we've talked about. A lot of bodies on the floor tonight. And as you said, everybody with an opinion.
Everybody, so much opinions. Coaches getting fired up,
the
fans getting
yep.
fired up, trying to, maintain a little bit here. I'm telling you, most of the calls have been outstanding. It's been under control. There's been a couple that you go, oh, but that's okay. Every game's like that.
Jacobs for 3. Won't
Every
go.
game.
Rebound for Schwartz. It's his 9th tonight, working on a double-double. A pull up there, that one's short. Jacobs collects the back rim miss.
Jacobs has had a good second half.
Yeah.
Rebounding-wise, scoring-wise.
He's got 13 points, 7 rebounds unofficially, 11 of those 13 since the break.
Well, maybe Jordan might erupt a little bit with some more.
Windham by 1. Roy Doulis for 3, up and in.
Oh, I did not see that one coming, Nick. I did not see that one coming.
Roy Doulis with 13, his first field goal since halftime. That's going to lead to a John Mulvey timeout as Portsmouth wants to talk it over. Inside of 3 minutes remaining here in regulation, it's a 4-point lead now for Windham.
Is this the Windham largest lead of the game thus
You're
far?
right.
I believe. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure because mathematically
They match their largest lead from earlier,
okay,
yes,
so,
with the 4-point lead.
And again, guys are making wide open shots. I think I got to be honest. The coaches are going to have to be careful. Players are going to have to be careful. Officials don't like it when you continue to talk and you're negative the entire time. And you have to remember, if you played, and these coaches played, if you're nice to the officials when you're coaching and you ask them questions and you have discussions instead of screaming at them and whining and raising the hands in the air, LeBron and Luka Doncic, the hands in the air, Nick, then you're not going to get those calls that you think you might get. And it doesn't help that the fans are, I don't know what's going on there, but they say wacky stuff too. I think it's been a pretty fun game so far, a great Friday night, and a really good matchup.
Sure has. A lot of lead changes tonight against Portsmouth. They led by as many as 9 in that first half, but trailed by 1 at the break. And the largest lead either way since halftime right now at 4 points here. Windham with the edge, 49-45, trying to make it 5 in a row, a chance to improve to 9-6 as they battle to host a home game in the upcoming Division I playoffs. 49-45, Clippers with work to do. As we're inside of 3 minutes here. Portsmouth trying to make it a 1-possession game. Windham going to stick with that zone, which has been effective tonight.
Oh, it's been great. I'm wondering, do they play zone now? They played zone against Memorial as well.
Sanu for 3. Pretty good look, won't go, and Roy Doulis collects a skying rebound.
And then they lost to Memorial, but they played zone, and the zone worked fairly well against Memorial, but they didn't shoot very well when they played them. They're shooting much better today than they did in that game that we saw.
Meanwhile, Reese clamps down and strips it from behind. Escapes a crowd and goes right to the tin for 2.
Easy layup, wide
Reese
open.
Been shouldering the offense here in the second half. Makes it a 2-point game as we hit the 2-minute warning.
I was just going to say, if you're Windham, do you slow down a little bit, maybe run some clock, run your offense, pass, cut, maybe set some screens. Don't worry about forcing any type of tough shots.
Roy Doulis gets a good look at the iron and converts.
That was a good look. Really good look, wide open.
Roy Doulis, big bucket at a big time for Windham. They're back up 4. Final 100 seconds, fourth quarter. Vicious screen, and Reese takes advantage with a 3-ball.
I don't think he moved. I think that was a good screen. He was just there.
An immediate timeout from the Clippers sideline.
Everybody
Stop the
nuts.
clock with 1:34 remaining. Hard screen, but clean.
I think he was just there.
And then Reese knocks down another from deep as we get a look there.
Might have moved a little bit, but you know what? Everybody does move a little bit, but not enough for really a foul, I don't think.
No. Reese with 4 3-pointers tonight. Big second half, as he now has 21 points to lead all scorers, with 14 of those since the midway point. All right, 51-50. Windham hoping to hang on. Win would make it 9-6 overall and 5 straight. They've got their final road test of the year coming up on Tuesday in Manchester at Trinity. Hoping to bring a 5-game streak with them into that game against the Pioneers. Meanwhile, the Clippers, they'll take on Concord on Tuesday night. That's a 6:30 tip. Hoping to lead the gym tonight with their 12th win of the season and still in first place in the D1 standings.
Yeah, and for Windham going for Trinity's a tough place to play. That gym is tough. It's tight. It's got poles where you can't see if you sit in the wrong place. It's like Bob Euchre, I must be in the front row sometimes, so it's a tough place to play.
One of our favorite gyms for sure.
Oh, it's great. It is great. It's fun. It's fun doing a game there.
Loud.
Meanwhile,
Windham with the basketball. Minute 20 to go. Up by 1. No shot clock as we know in the NHIAA. Katrobis going to play keep away himself, and now is finally tagged up at midcourt.
Yeah, so
that will put Portsmouth over the limit. That's their 5th team foul.
I was wondering maybe they're going to try and hold the ball a little bit, give it to Katrobis, let him dribble around, maybe try and run your man offense a little bit, like some sort of motion offense where they have maybe a delay that they run. Because usually teams have some sort of delay game for the end. A minute 15, though? Long time to hold the ball, Nick. If you don't practice that's a long time to hold the ball.
Katrobis, surprisingly, it's his first trip to the line tonight.
I was shocked at that.
His first 14 points all came from the floor. He adds 2 more at the stripe here.
And if I recall, he's a good free throw shooter normally anyway. Last time we saw him, he was a good free throw shooter.
16 for Katrobis, a 3-point lead for his team. Portsmouth looking to tie it here with another 3 from Reese, and we are all even at 53 apiece.
You just can't let him take that shot. You got to make sure he does anything but shoot that 3.
Reese with 24.
He's clutch. He is clutch from 3.
Inside of a minute. Roy Doulis in the high post. The sophomore gives it back to the senior Katrobis. Double team, whips it up top. Extra pass. Murphy thought about it. Now a skip pass for Katrobis inside of 40 seconds. Off the ball screen.
Don't need a 3, just need a 2.
Timeout. Coach DeRozier smelled the double team and helps out his point guard.
So what do you coaches have good philosophies at this time too. 34 seconds left. Do you wait and take the last shot? And then just say, okay, if I take the last shot, we win, we lose, we play for overtime. Or do we take the shot early and try and defend? But right now Reese is shooting so well, I don't want to give him the ball again. So I want to deny him the ball. Because if I get a 2, we got to stop him from getting a 3. You just have to, whatever his philosophy is, now we're going to see it right now. Do they hold it?
Right.
And try and wait till they get to about 8 seconds, 9? We always say 10. I always say go at 10 because it gives you a chance to kind of make a mistake and maybe still get a basket. Because the clock doesn't stop when you take the ball out. That's it. Or do you take a shot first, wide open look, and then play defense? I don't know. Philosophy.
The other thing to consider is the possession arrow, which does belong to Windham.
Oh, it does, for the double teams. All the double teams
right.
and the tie-ups.
And, of course, the team foul situation is, basically both teams up against it. Portsmouth already with 5 team fouls, Windham with 4. So any foul here against the Clippers will send Windham to the free throw line for 2 free throws here. 34 seconds remaining. Tied at 53. Windham with the basketball. They have been led tonight by Jack Katrobis, a team-high 16 points. And the sophomore Sam Radulis right behind him with 15 points and 7 rebounds. Here is Katrobis. Going to be guarded by Reese in the backcourt. Clock now down to 25 seconds. Katrobis gets by Reese, leaves his feet, and it's stolen. Thrown away in the lane. Up the floor it goes. Reese's layup won't fall.
Oh, wow.
Rebound for Jacobs. And now Windham is going to call another timeout with the basketball with
shocked.
14 seconds remaining.
I'm shocked he missed that layup. He doesn't miss those. He does not miss those layups like that.
And you can see the junior beating himself up a little bit as we get a look at the replay. The Clippers do it right. They get the steal in the lane.
They do. Not a great shot.
They had numbers. They get the layup attempt, but Reese, who's been so good tonight, a game-high 24 points, couldn't get that one. It was challenged by Murphy.
They kind of came, got a little threat there, maybe made him change it, lowered the shot a little bit.
Good job by Murphy avoiding the foul as well, forcing the miss, and then Windham cleans up the glass, has the basketball, and we're basically in a duo or situation.
Now
Same spot we were a moment ago.
You got to wait till 10 now. You got to, because Petrobas went too early and didn't take. That wasn't a good pass. Nor I think he was passing. You tell me, was he passing or was he shooting? You got to either attack and shoot that, because you have to, again, don't leave your feet, try and make that pass.
Now, Portsmouth's going to pick up here full court press defensively.
We haven't seen that yet. This is the first time we've seen a press of some sort. Man press, make Petrobas work hard, bringing the ball up the floor.
It's tipped. Reese on the ground, thrown back to Murphy. 10 seconds. Murphy up the sideline. Back to the middle. Petrobas, 5 seconds. Petrobas is going to lean into the game-winning shot, but it won't fall off the back iron, and we go to overtime.
Oh, wow.
A wild final minute here in the fourth quarter as both teams kind of kicking themselves, had their opportunities. The Clippers forced a turnover in the backcourt.
One each.
And then Windham took it right back, went down the other end. Petrobas with a decent look at it, well defended. As we see here, Murphy finally controls the basketball. It leads to the Petrobas shot.
He had a couple of wide open look to the left. Could have kicked. Oh, so close.
Schwartz avoids the foul there.
I'm not upset with him taking the shot.
Farola grabs the rebound, and that brings us to the end of the fourth quarter. So 4 minutes put on the clock as we head to overtime. 53 apiece. Windham and Portsmouth battling here in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
All right, what do we say the whole time? The entire time the game's going, how evenly matched they were. You could feel it.
Yep.
I said I could feel overtime coming, I think, at some point, or you said it. One of us did. That's how evenly matched they were, and we thought it could come down either to the wire like it did, or we get overtime, and we get overtime. So now you get, if they can just maintain their composure, both teams, don't say anything, don't ruin a situation by complaining about a call right now. Just play basketball, right? Just play basketball. Do what you've been doing. Oh, man, I tell you what, they just didn't. They could have got a better shot. They just didn't, because that was chaos. The press caught them off guard. They weren't prepared for the press. Oh, it's fun. So much fun.
Here we go. 4 minutes to go as we begin overtime. It'll be McCauley taking the jump for Portsmouth against Roy Dulas for Windham. Both big men have played well tonight. Yeah, look out.
Just a wee bit early.
McCauley,
going the other way.
Yeah, he went too early. The ball has to peak in the air before it's allowed to be touched. That one's still on the way up. So a good call there. And Windham takes advantage. Coach Mulvey, a smile on his face there.
It was kind of funny, I have to admit.
Even though it didn't go his team's way.
No, it was funny.
Petrobas is fouled on the drive.
And free throw time. That's right. We have bonus for the entire 4 minutes. You almost wish they would do it over again, right? Or
well, they reset it at the start of every quarter, but not at the start of overtime. So the foul situations carry over, which means Windham is in the bonus.
Did he hit that one? I didn't miss that. No, he missed
back
that
iron miss for Petrobas, his first misfire at the line tonight. 16 points through 4 quarters. Add one more.
Uno mas.
1 point lead for Windham. Coach DeRozier telling his team to get their hands up here in the 2-3 zone. Reese for 3. Line drive miss, and another rebound for Jacobs, his 8th tonight.
Rebounding. Whoa, Jordan.
Jordan for 3. No, but there's Murphy on the cleanup.
Good rebound. There he is. Haven't seen Murphy in a while. Good to see him get back on the board.
5 points, 9 rebounds for Murphy. He's done a little bit of everything tonight for Windham.
Yeah, rebounded well, played good defense, took a hard shot, got back up, came back in the game.
Schwartz step through move and right hand finish.
There's that penetration you don't want to see against the zone ever.
20 for the freshman. 1 point lead for Windham. 3 minutes to go in OT. Deep 3 for Jacobs is on point.
He is. He's got 4, right? Wow.
4 3-pointers tonight
No hesitation, right near the volleyball line. None whatsoever.
16 points for Jacobs. Windham matches their largest lead from earlier. Reese down the lane, leans into a right-hand scooper.
Got to cut that off. Where's the help? Got to have help.
Reese with 26 to lead all scorers.
Got to have help, especially when he has the ball. You got to step up, pinch. Can't let him make that drive all the way to the basket in his zone.
Well, the Clippers brought some fans with them on the road here in Windham. They're on their feet behind the Portsmouth bench, chanting defense. Clock creeping towards 2 minutes to go. Jordan ready to fire in the corner, and he knocks down a three.
He needed that. You could tell. He needed that. He needed that one. He's taken quite a few tonight. He needed that three.
He's in double figures with 11th, the fourth Windham Jaguar to score at least 10.
Who's rebounding right there again? Murphy.
Yep, his 10th tonight. It's been Wyndham's high man on the glass, and now a foul is called against Portsmouth at midcourt.
Not sure he was trying to foul, but not a bad foul.
To reach in against Derek Schwartz, and that is number 2 against the freshman. That'll stop the clock with 1:48 to go.
Jordan's going to shoot free throws now, right? Wow, that deep corner from Jordan. That was beautiful.
Yeah, he's one of their better shooters.
And he hasn't shot the ball that well tonight, but
was held without a field goal before halftime, but has come alive since.
Yeah,
he gets a free throw here.
I told you, he saw the ball go in, and all of a sudden, the worm turned. Boom.
Yeah. He's got 4 points.
Well.
4 points in this overtime. A chance for one more, and you bet.
Don't foul Jordan. Look at that lead, Nick. That's the largest lead of the game. 7? By Wyndham's largest lead of the game.
It's Wyndham's largest lead, and it comes with 1:48 to go in overtime. 64-57. It looked like Portsmouth was going to run away with this at one point back in the first half. Early second quarter, the Clippers led by a score of 15-6. Their 9-point lead was the largest tonight for either team. But Windham, from that point, scored 10 straight points, retook the lead, held a 1-point edge at halftime, led by as many as 4 in that fourth quarter. Portsmouth comes back to tie it. We're here in overtime, and things have again gone Wyndham's way as the home team leads by 7, their largest margin.
It just never quit. Wyndham never quit. And like we said, the matchup is even, but they just haven't given up. At home, too, you're never going to give up at home. You got fans here. You got family watching you. You got your fellow classmates they want to see you get an upset win. This is an upset win. You're in the middle, right in the middle of the pack.
A 3-way tie for 8th place.
Yep. 8th place is right. That's pretty much in the middle, 8th place. And Portsmouth has been outstanding in first place. This is a huge upset win for Windham tonight.
If they can hang on.
Yes, this is at 147, and you got a guy with the ball up top, Isaiah Reese, who has been money from 3. Give him a screen, get him open, knocked it down.
And a foul in the corner.
Got him on the 3.
Farola.
Why are you trying to block shots? You're ahead. Don't block shots.
Three throws on the way for Anthony Farola as he draws contact in the corner. It goes against Jordan, and that is number 4 against Jordan. Both teams are now in the bonus.
See, if you can convince, this is really hard to do. You have to convince players to go out and just put a hand up as high as you can in their face. You watch games on TV, what do you see? In the NBA, you see guys that are the best players in the world go to the corner, pump fake. What do guys do? Try and block the shot and disappear. Just disappear off the floor. So the game is everybody at every level tries to block shots. You got to keep them down, hand up. It's so hard to convince people not to block shots. It's called closing out, Nick. Closing out.
Farola, 3 for 3.
Got to close out.
Back to a 4-point game. Press from Portsmouth. Up ahead, Jordan, 2-on-1, lobs it for Roy Dulles, who does it
look at that
off
one.
the window.
You see that coming.
That's how you break the press, as Windham
Absolutely.
goes the length of the floor. They get the layup, and they got a 6-point lead. And that shot is blocked.
Didn't leave the floor, though. Did you see that? Hand up, stayed down, did not leave the floor.
Now Katrobis is whacked by Lampert. And the point guard is going to head to the free throw line with 1:12 remaining here in overtime. We get a look at that alley-oop.
Beautiful.
Jordan to Roy Dulis.
Scared me, though. That scared me. I was almost hoping they'd bring it back out. That scared me.
Well timed, well done. Katrobis
Another free throw.
reestablishes a 7-point edge with that make. He's done damage at the line tonight. 4 of 5. They get 4 of 6.
See that thing spin out of there? Wow.
It did.
Spinning. That was incredible.
Schwartz his 10th rebound. Final minute in overtime. Portsmouth down 7. Reese into the lane. Finger roll.
That's
cuts it
who
to
you
5.
want. That's who needs the ball in his hands at all times at the end of the game.
And a quick timeout from Coach Mulvey. Portsmouth stops the clock. Just inside of 59 seconds to go. Still a 5-point edge for the Jaguars, 67-62.
So you kind of wonder if you're Windham, I'm not trying to score. Right now I'm just passing the ball around trying to get a layup. If I get a layup, wide open layup, we'll take it. Right? If you're Portsmouth, you're going to have to foul. If they decide to do that, which they haven't done yet, but with under a minute to go, up by 5, I'm not wanting to give Isaiah Reese the ball back. Are you? I don't want him to get the ball back.
He's been deadly tonight.
No, I don't want him to have the ball ever again, if I can avoid that. He's got 29, I think, doesn't he? I think you said he had 27 a minute ago.
I think he's got 28.
28, okay.
But we will check the book once this thing is finalized. Of course, coming up, a lot to get to as we speak with the winning head coach live here. Exclusive interview coming up, whether that's Coach Mulvey or Coach DeRozier, we'll find out.
Timeout?
Yep. Timeout, Windham.
Maybe they called the 5-second. Ooh, that was close.
It was close.
Very
but Coach
close.
DeRozier had an eye on the situation, calls a timeout to retain the possession. Of course, it's his second season. Former NCAA player. Grew up in Windham. And he's done a good job with this program. We know that they were a playoff team a year ago and looking to get back not only into the tournament again, but the potential to host a first-round game if they can finish in the top 8.
Maybe make a little noise in the playoffs, right? Shock some people. This would be a shock right here if they win. But are they aware, Windham, that they can run the baseline right now? Made free throws, right? 3 made free throws.
Yep.
You can run the baseline, so they need to make sure they're aware of that, because in that play on the baseline there, they could have run either way, made an easier pass. So don't lob it. Make sure it's a good, hard, either chest pass or bounce pass. Maybe set a screen. Right now, Windham's kind of standing. Set a screen. Free throw line, elbow, screen, roll back to the ball, wide open. Who's your best free throw shooter in the game right now is probably going, or most free throws is going to be Katrobis. Screen and roll. Screen, boom, turn, get the ball.
Well, I'm sure they're going to try and get Katrobis the ball here. He's bunched up near the free throw line. The inbounder is Murphy. In it comes to Roy Dulis. Back to Murphy along the sideline, tipped away by Schwartz out of bounds.
So stressful.
A good effort there defensively by the freshman. 55 seconds now on the clock.
He's got to come back. Katrobis is your point guard. He's got to come back. He's got to get the ball in his hands right now and bring the ball. There you go. Bring the ball up the floor. Don't get trapped.
Jordan.
The ball in the middle.
The sideline. Roy Dulis in the middle is wrapped up. Well, Windham has consistently done a pretty good job handling the press, and they do so on that possession. It's going to lead to more free throws for the sophomore, Roy Dulis.
And you saw it went sideline, middle, and then once they did that, had Portsmouth not fouled, they had a layup on the back end. So they did a nice job handling the press.
Roy Dulis can't get the roll.
Oh, JV players yelling right behind the bench.
Yeah,
it's a bold move.
We mentioned there's a vocal contingent of Clipper supporters. 1 for 2, Roy Dulis. 6-point lead. Still a 2-possession game here. 40 seconds to go in OT. Reese, hard take, can't get it. And then on the follow, there's a foul.
Controlled tip follow puts
McCauley to the line.
Free throw line.
It's also his 11th rebound tonight.
And his first free throws.
Yep. 6 points, a game high 11 rebounds for the freshman.
Scored a few early. They're missing a Schwartz brother, we know, who has the flu. So we got that. I don't know if I said that earlier, but we got the info that the older of the Schwartz brothers has the flu. And without him here, you lose 12 to 15 points of offense. We kind of left that out. We didn't bring that, into the fold because now McCauley becomes a starter, I think, with
Ryan out.
Ryan
so
Schwartz out.
They were shorthanded tonight. This one 0 for 2, though. And then a foul here.
A foul over the back foul. Okay. That's a good call. Right over. Body foul. Knocked the ball out of bounds. Free throw time.
Yep. Coach Mulvey not happy, but
Windham
is going to go the other way.
Yeah, they're either going to go, it's their ball or it's a foul. So either way, they just have to get free throws on the foul over the back. Basically, that's what's called a push. That's a push.
That's also number 4 against Schwartz.
Can't lose him in the end.
So both Schwartz and Farola on the floor with 4 each for Portsmouth.
These are Jacobs' first free throws as well. Got to make those free throws at the end. Got to make it difficult for.
Jacobs has played well tonight, nearly a double-double.
Yeah,
again, has 4 made three-pointers and 16 points. That one hits the rim twice before it rolls out. McCauley, the rebound. Schwartz the other way, into the lane. Scooper off the glass with 30 seconds and another Portsmouth timeout.
Yeah, you got to stop the drive. Got to stop that drive. Make them work a little bit harder to get those shots off. That's too easy with a zone. Too easy.
If you're the Clippers, you like that. As Schwartz wasting little time, gets the quick bucket, and now just inside of 30 seconds remaining in overtime. 29.4 to be exact.
Well, you got to make sure Windham has to make free throws. That was a great quick score. So score as quickly as you can. It doesn't have to be a 3. I like that. That was a good play because he's smart. A freshman kid comes in, decides, I don't have to get a 3. I can get a 2. And if I get a 2, we just saw, who was that, Murphy? No, Jordan missed 2. No, who just missed the 2 free? Jacobs just missed 2 free throws. So maybe you keep fouling and say we can do the same thing. We'll get a 2, foul. Get a 2, foul. Smart.
If you're just joining us, it's been a fun one. Portsmouth built up a 9-point lead in the first half. Windham, on the heels of a 10-0 run, took a 1-point halftime edge, and then back and forth we went over the course of the second half. Had a wild final minute of the fourth quarter.
Telling me.
We went into overtime where Windham at 1 point led by as many as 7 moments ago. Right now a 4-point difference, 29 seconds to go in OT. The Clippers came into tonight with the best record in Division I with less than 2 weeks remaining in the schedule. But right now their half-game lead over Bedford in jeopardy. Windham looking for their 5th win in a row. Here is a foul in the backcourt. As Roy Doulis is touched up, I believe.
That might be his McCauley's fourth foul. I thought that was his 5th foul.
That is his 4th. So he's the 3rd Portsmouth player on the floor now with 4 fouls.
Might want to bring somebody else off the bench to come in and just foul. Maybe Lampert. Lampert I don't think has too many fouls. Maybe he should be up front and just start fouling early if they need to.
Well, they're in dire straits now.
They are indeed. Especially foul situation, man.
Roy Doulis left it short.
Got to make free throws in the end. I know you're up 4, but you got to make free throws.
One more for the sophomore.
You've struggled down the stretch tonight.
This one is in and out. Rebound for Schwartz. Portsmouth trying to hurry. Schwartz thought about it. 1 dribble later, he does hoist the 3. It's off the front iron. On the ground is McCauley. And I think we have a timeout from Coach Mulvey.
And they have the ball, too. They have to remember Portsmouth has the ball on a jump ball.
Yeah, that's an offensive rebound for McCauley. And then an immediate timeout from Coach Mulvey. So it's Clipper basketball. The problem is it's still a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
With now just 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you got to make the free throws. We've said this before in games like this in the end. They shot free throws pretty well in the beginning. Yeah. So all of a sudden they get to the end. And you know why? You can tell? They've only played – really? They've played 5 guys. For the most part, Windham has played 5 guys. You've seen them down their knees a couple times. A little fatigue is kicking in. So those free throws at the end are going to be harder to make because they're tired. So what do you have to do? You aim for the back. aim for the back. Take your time on the free throw.
Yeah.
You have time.
That's a good point. It's been a short rotation for both teams tonight. A lot of minutes being logged. As you mentioned, Portsmouth shorthanded without Ryan Schwartz. But you throw in an overtime session on top of that.
Yeah,
it all adds up
sides.
to a lot of minutes played tonight. But these kids, they're ready to go here for the final 15 seconds.
Yeah, and you've seen some neat, like Neasels. We used to call them. The guy used to coach used to say we had the Neasels. When you put your hands on your knees and you lean over, there's a little bit of fatigue.
Usually
both teams
pretty good telltale sign.
Yeah, that means you're tired a little bit. So free throws are going to be tougher to make. Now, see, out of bounds. Right now, Portsmouth, look, we're going to run an out-of-bounds play and try and score. If I'm Windham, I'm staying in my zone.
The inbounder is Reese looking to throw it to the outlet man. That's Lampert, and his pass knocked down and stolen by Katrobas. And a foul from behind is going to send the Windham senior to the free throw line. An excellent defensive play. You see the quick hands in the passing lane.
You do.
The steal, he takes it the other way and draws the foul. That's number 4 against Reese. So now 4 Portsmouth players with 4 fouls apiece here for the final 11.9 of overtime.
We better hope they better hope this doesn't go double overtime. They're not going to have any guys left.
Katrobas hits the free throw. Wyndham trying to win it here in the first overtime. Up 5 now. Katrobas, no hesitation, makes it 6.
That might be it.
Portsmouth going to have to hurry down to 10 seconds. Reese into the lane. Jump stop. Gets the roll on the 2. 6 seconds to go. Clock continuing to tick.
Don't even have to take it out. Unless you get a timeout. Don't have to take it out.
Now the official, Gary Walsh.
Why would you stop the clock?
Is checking with the officials. Coach DeRocher is not happy.
You're not supposed to stop the clock. The clock just runs. The game is... did someone call a timeout?
I think Portsmouth is out of timeouts. It's not going to be a foul here. Wyndham's going to run out the clock and celebrate their 5th win in a row. Jaguars get the victory on their home floor to improve to 9-6. You can see the celebration taking place on the home sideline for Portsmouth. Tough one to swallow in overtime as they fall 70-66 as they slip. Still pretty good at 12-3 overall.
Oh, I have nothing to be ashamed of. This is not an easy place to win. And again, matchups, right? These two teams are so evenly matched. That's why this game was so much fun.
A lot of lead changes tonight, but in the end, it's a 4-point victory for Windham. Coming up, we'll speak with second-year head coach Carson DeRocher from the Jaguars, plus full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, and a couple of games going down to the wire statewide. We'll check in with the Friday night scoreboard as well. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
All right, back here in Windham, Jaguars prevail in overtime, 70-66, as we welcome in second-year head coach for the Windham team, Carson DeRochers. John, let's check in on the headset here for Coach. He can't quite hear it. As we take a look, it's been a challenging night for us tonight technically, so just bear with us. We appreciate it. Let me know, Coach, if you can.
Oh, good.
All right, let's just try this here. First of all, congratulations. You guys look good tonight on really both ends of the floor. That zone really threw Portsmouth, it seemed like, for a loop, especially early on. Was that the game plan tonight? Was that zone part of the Portsmouth preparation, or is that something lately?
Yeah, no, we've prepped that. You know, that going into the year, we knew that, defensively we're going to have to change things up at times this year. And that zone's been really good for us. We're on a 5-game winning streak. We played at times. We're pretty long. Not as long as Portsmouth. Portsmouth is a big team. But our starting 5 is long. A couple bench players can come in and create some havoc. And, again, that zone's been good for us, and it worked out tonight.
And you guys rebound well out of the zone, too, with Murphy unofficially tonight, 10 rebounds. Roy Doulis unofficially 8 rebounds. Jacobs with 8.
Key number 1 to the game was rebounding. Key number 2 was rebounding. Key number 3 was rebounding.
Well, there you go. I would say mission accomplished there. And then, of course, the whole thing orchestrated flawlessly by Jack Katrobis, right? I mean, I'd imagine you'd be hard-pressed to want to find a better floor general than your senior point guard.
The staff has been extremely fortunate to have a point guard coming into the program, taken over 2 years ago, and Jack's a workhorse, man. My line is however far he wants to take us is how far we'll go. He controlled the game, hit some big timely shots. Defensively, he was extremely active, and he plays his best games in these huge games, and we knew we were going to get a great Jack Katrobis tonight.
Yeah.
So when did you guys start playing zone? A lot of teams don't, so you probably haven't seen a whole lot of zone this year anyway because nobody seems to play zone. More teams are, and we've seen a few more teams do it. We saw you do it at Memorial, right? They shot a little bit better maybe. Is that when you started the zone, or did you start a little bit before that?
We started off a little slow this season at 1 and 2 going into Christmas break. We went to a Christmas tournament down at Malden Catholic and decided to really push that zone. We beat Cathedral down there. Got blitzed by a great Malden Catholic team, but still played that zone, and we realized we had something. So we've used it at times sparingly. That Memorial game we used it, unfortunately, down Sam Rodulis that game, which hurt us. But again, it controls the pace of the game. That first quarter was an ugly basketball game, 13-6, whatever it was. But, in a game like this, sometimes, not that we wanted to slow it down because we can get out and go just like Portsmouth, but it kind of gives us some time to get acclimated and find our shot, which wasn't falling for a long time, and we hit some big ones down the stretch.
And then we were talking about rotations. Both you guys, you guys match up very well. So if you play each other again, I can see this going just as close as it was tonight. But your bench is short tonight. Do you normally play 6 or?
Yeah, we go 7, 8. Honestly, recently we've been 9, 10. But tonight was just playing that zone gives guys a little bit of a break at times. Using all 5 timeouts, making sure we get a little bit of rest. And as the game went on, I think the game script called for those guys to stay on the floor. And, fortunately it worked out.
Yeah, we saw a little fatigue. I was telling a little fatigue both sides because they were in the same boat. Yep. They were playing 6. Little fatigue, couple guys on their knees several times. But, man, you guys did a really good job. Good job. That's a big win for the first-place team like that, and you guys are in the middle. Big win for you. Congratulations.
Coach, one more question. Moving forward, how important is hosting a home game in the first round? How important, how big of a goal?
Starting the season off 1 and 2, injuries and this and that, and we kind of had to readjust our team goals. So pretty quickly, instead of a top 4 seed, we went, okay, let's host a home game. And fortunately, I don't know what the results were tonight, but we've kind of put ourselves in position for that, I would assume. And then it's just up to us to take care of business down the stretch. With a small eye on what other teams do, but really we're focused on us and try to keep this thing going.
Good luck, Coach.
Good win.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Good win.
Good stuff as usual.
Yep.
That's Carson DeRocher.
Fun win. That was a fun game.
After a 70-66 victory in overtime. Good stuff there with the head coach. Of course, he got 20 points tonight from his senior point guard, Jack Katrobis. And a great effort from Sam Radulis as well. 18 points to go with 8 rebounds.
Yeah.
Brandon Jacobs in double figures, 16 points tonight, 14 of those after the break. And Tyler Jordan as well finished
way
in
better.
double
Second
figures.
half for him.
So on the
Murphy.
Portsmouth,
Everybody.
Murphy,
Rebounding.
a lot of good minutes tonight and a lot of glass. And of course for Portsmouth, a game high 30 for Isaiah Reese, not enough.
They overcame
but the junior
that.
was outstanding tonight. Derek Schwartz, a double-double, 22 points and 11 rebounds in the loss for the Clippers. Finn McCauley getting the start tonight with a game high 13 rebounds.
Yeah, he rebounded well. You lose that scoring punch when you don't have Ryan Schwartz, and that's to be expected. But you got 13 rebounds and 6 points, and a good effort on the defensive end, changing shots, hands up everywhere. So you lost a few points, but again, even if Schwartz comes back, the matchups are so even. And see, that's what I mean. You can take a team like Windham, who's in the middle, and you take Portsmouth, who's in first place, and it's always about matchups, always. And both teams fatigue a little bit, tired, playing 6 guys. We're nearing the end of the season. It was just a fun game. I think you could feel it. It was going to be close. We could feel it throughout the game that it was going to be close, and Windham just kind of hung on there, and you win at home, right?
Jaguars now 9-6 after their 5th straight win. They'll test their luck on the road on Tuesday at Trinity. Portsmouth looks to rebound with a home game against Concord. Some other scores from around the state as we get a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Nashua South with a win tonight, 72-39, a wire-to-wire win over Dover. Low-scoring affair at halftime in Hudson. Merrimack holding on to a 4-point lead over Alvern, 22-18. And upset alert, Londonderry with an 8-point lead over Trinity at halftime. 6-point edge, 32-26. Lancers over the Pioneers. Whole second half, though, still ahead there. Want to thank John Hall and his staff here at Windham. Always a pleasure to come here to Windham High. We appreciate him and his staff and look forward to our next trip here to Windham. Want to thank, of course, the sponsors, Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, and the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Our crew here on site, John Barron and Matt Beals, our dual videographers.
The best.
Another bang-up job tonight. And, of course, the whole thing orchestrated flawlessly by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For executive producer, Steve Beals, and my partner, Justin Gorham, my name is Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, in overtime, Windham 70, Portsmouth 66. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.